Told that boy you gotta pay for some. I sit on no throne, you ain't taking none. You bragging on pants, I make for fun. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Sadiddy. He only 2 times from the he out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. These no ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm bad, I ain't stop it, cause it ain't no act in it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a I see no biggie. I ain't keeping up with what you saying on the internet. I ain't keeping up with the news. When I get that daily paper, stop playing me. Pap.
God for me, who could be against me? I guess.
Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium, opened back in 2020.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the San Francisco 49ers
and the Las Vegas Raiders. And off we go from Las Vegas. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Carr going to throw right away. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49. Heck of a start. A 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
A big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Carr going to throw. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. The Raiders at 12-3 now on the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. So after the sack, Carr in Las Vegas with a 3rd and long. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
694.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Looking deep for Adams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for him and shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I heard all the stories. I watched some of the tape of the old school guys, the throwback guys who were the punishing runners and knocked people aside to pick up yardage. I'm so glad I was sitting here today and got to see it with my own eyes.
On second down, there's the option going left. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover or takeaway, a key sack on third down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
And now they'll throw with Lance. Out to his left. That's caught downfield by Kittle. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers are on the board first here in Vegas. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Well, this defense for the Niners. Terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
29.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lance over the middle, and he's got Gray. Touchdown! Danny Gray with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Niners are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Raiders nothing. Robbie Gould kicking off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
On 17-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
First down.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
With the score, Niners 14, Raiders nothing.
What now?
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
29.
On 2nd and 9. Carr. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick six to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick six. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
Gold with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever...
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. Past the 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. Charles, they are putting on a show right now. I mean, with that fumble return for the touchdown, you think about the size of this advantage. Heck, it's a 4-score game right now, and we're still in the first half.
And that has to be the highlight, Brandon, with how infrequently we see fumbles return to the house. But if you aren't inclined to pick this as the game signature play so far, You do have no shortage of alternatives to select from. This has been nothing short of a clinic. And as noted, we still have a half a ball to play.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 21. They'll look to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro.
Carr's pass complete to Hunter Renfro. A 6-yard pickup.
On second down, Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Lance now on 1st down. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Niners continue to pull away here in this first half. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes this 35-0 now. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
What now?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
Now the Niners get there and bring him down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a gain of 8, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Gain of 8 brings up 3rd and 13.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. The center receiver in motion to the right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, there are several factors at play for why they face this deficit right now, Charles. But that's now 3 interceptions that he has thrown and just giving the football away pretty careless here in the opening half.
Yeah, I know that all of our parents taught us to share as youngsters. But in this game, you don't want to share with the other team. Keep it for yourself. Keep it for your team. Got to cut down on all of those throws, those errant passes, if they hope to get back into this game.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. From the 44, Lance. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers.
Touchdown, San Francisco.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he settles in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Hey, 734.
He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the 2nd half of Week 17 is underway. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I had to do a double take on that one, Brandon, because so far in this game, we haven't seen many of his passes fall incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lance. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. What a play. The big man comes up with the interception. Puts together, Charles, a nice little return, too.
Yeah, he's not going to make anybody forget Darrell Green or Rod Woodson, but look at him lug that thing. He decided it was his. A lot of people might have thought about lateraling it there. No shot. Trying to take it the distance.
Here's Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Second down and goal. Carr. This will be caught at about the 5. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal.
A 6-yard gain brings up third and goal.
Now Carr. The quick slant caught. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's fourth and goal.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fourth down.
They go with Jacobs. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. In his own end zone, it's Lance. Completes it to Samuel. He's at the 50. 30, 10, 5, touchdown, 49ers. And that's the type of play that will give your sideline some juice, a long touchdown pass.
And it's like a bolt of lightning, isn't it? That suddenness of that play brings everyone to their feet in the stadium, and he takes it all the way to the end zone. Give him credit for making that type of a play call, even more credit for how they executed it.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
That's good for Las Vegas. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now a play fake. Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw caught by Gray. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
First down, San Francisco.
And Lance now to throw. Looking for Gray and finding him once again. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
From the 36, Lance. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
A 2-yard gain on the play.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down. To throw, it's Lance. Escaping the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Max Crosby in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And they'll go for it. Lance.
Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Raider D, they get the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
It's a pickup of 6.
Looking to throw again on second down. Carr.
And he'll look downfield for Waller.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. To throw, it's Carr. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a big loss on the play there. An absolute disaster, really. First down, a bit of a disaster. And now on second and goal, back even further. Now Carr. Open man, that's Renfro. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still third and goal that they face now. Here's Carr to throw. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Raiders are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I'm just wondering, do they want to add on to this gigantic lead? My guess, given how they like to play and how explosive this offense is, Charles, that they're not content being up by this margin. They probably want more.
And if they do, go and get more. Oh, look out. At that point, let's just aim the camera for the post-game handshake because that one might be a little bit on the tense side, the way that this one is turning out.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey.
First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
Rocky Sin there to make the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Emmanuel Agba gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. Here comes the 49ers punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete, 7 seconds remaining.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Get down.
Now Carr, got to have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown.